know who to pick a card. Welcome to your mystery selection for Halloween. Happy spooky season. Let's get into today's pick a card reading. You can check the link down below for last year's special topic, who is haunted by you. We're going to get into a mystery card. So each selection is going to have a mystery topic in it, and you won't know until you pick your pile. But thank you guys so much for joining me and being here. Feel free to give back to the nonprofit organization, the channel, so we can keep our lights on, keep things going. And I love you guys so much. If you do not know me, my name is Felicia. I'm a human and civil rights advocate, and I run a nonprofit in women's health called Divas Can Manifest that sponsors this free tarot channel. I appreciate you all for being here. I love you so much, and I will see you in your selection. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your selection. So you chose the zebra, and your mystery question is, what are their intentions? Okay, what are their intentions, Pile 1? So basically, whoever this person is, this could be someone that comes around frequently. This could be someone that calls you a lot, talks to you a lot, someone that you are engaged with. Maybe this is a collaboration. Maybe this is a new lover, a new friend. But this is what are their intentions? What are their aims and plans with you? And I feel like for a lot of you guys, whoever this person is that you are talking about or you're thinking of, this is someone who is, I think on the lighter end, on the more positive aspect, this is someone who plans to heal a wound with you. This is someone who plans to grow beyond this point, repair the relationship, reconcile something. I'm hearing reconcile some varied emotions. Okay, this person, I don't know if you're in separation from this person, if this is a lover, but this is someone that keeps looking out the side of their eye with a worry. This is someone who is very worried about you. This could be someone who is losing sleep, or they're up awake at night. What are these person's intentions, Pile 1? What are their intentions? Okay. We have Faith. Yeah, that's so interesting. This person's, their name could be Faith. This could be someone who lives in Alabama, or this could be someone who's from Alabama. This could be someone of a dominant culture, or this could be someone from a different cultural group as yours. This could be someone from a different country, different origins as you, and there may have been just a lot of differing perceptions and lots of miscommunications or something like that. But I'm hearing that for a lot of you guys, this person, whoever this person is, they want you to have faith. I think that their intentions are for you, like they want you to hold steadfast in a situation and have faith. They want you to believe in working something out. They want you to repair something or fix something. This is somebody who, they want, I don't know if this is you or them, but this is someone who has a complete trust and confidence in you. And they have a strong belief in a religion or a spiritual conviction with you, and something where they didn't need any proof. This is someone who didn't need any proof. They were a believer from the onset is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that this is somebody who believed in you from the beginning. So some of you guys, if you're like wondering who to choose as like your lover or something like that, you're wondering who has the best intentions, this is someone who, they've had a complete trust in you, and they want you to have a complete trust in them as well. This person, they feel like, I'm hearing something about the eagle spirit, that can be relevant to you or this person. That can be one of your spiritual symbols. But ultimately I definitely feel like this person, when they met you, or when they, like, you activated something within them. You activated their crown chakra. You activated, like, you helped them release some negativity. Perhaps you shared a wisdom, a religion, or a spiritual conviction that made this person have faith, and they have had a belief and trust in you that has been unwavering. Whoever this is, that's crazy. That's actually really beautiful, Power One. What are their intentions, Power One? I don't know what's going on in your relationship right now, but this is something where there may be a lot of things that could be challenging your faith, challenging your belief in something. This person, they know that you struggle with your faith and belief. They may know that you struggle with staying committed. They know that you may have a lack of trust issues. Maybe sometimes they see that you settle for certain things, or you have an imposter syndrome or something like that, okay? But they feel like with you, they can access the whole world. I don't even know what that means. They mean, like, when I think about the world and the tarot, especially if this is a romantic partner, this person really feels like you are their everything. And you're probably like, what? How am I your everything? This person feels like you are their everything. They have a complete and full trust within you, okay? What are their intentions? Who is this person, Power One? What are their intentions? Yeah, I'm hearing a ride or die. Rider. This is someone who may have taken you horseback riding. You may have gone horseback riding, or there's something that involves a horse, okay? It involves, yeah, we have a tower, yeah. Oh my gosh, this might even be a same gender relationship, or your relationship with this person is shocking. Like, you were shocked to find that this person has been believing in you so much. You were shocked to find that this person has been surrendering to you with complete trust. They say that you called the shots. This is somebody who their intentions with you is to build a home. Some of them want to have a home with you. They want to have a domestic space with you. They want to have structures with you, and they feel like, what did I say about house? Yeah, this is somebody who has, they have, like, they know that you're fine. You're a fine fox on the loose, okay? And, this person's intentions, you might be shocked that you have a home with this person, or that this person has been ride or dying for you. Like, some of you, they have watched you put other people before them, prioritize other people. They have watched you date other people. They've watched your affairs and things like that. Maybe this is even somebody that you're married to. But, this person's intentions is to stay true to you, to have a spiritual conviction with you, to stay bonded to you. I'm hearing someone who is, they ride or die for you. They've stayed by your side through all these different affairs and options that you have been working through, because they know that you have just not been believing in yourself and believing in love. And some of you guys, they see that you are shocked to find that they were a ride or die. You were shocked to find them, over there with a complete trust, is what I'm hearing. Something where they know that you're the one. Something where they know that you're the one. And you know that, I'm hearing that you know that too. Something where this person, they feel like you're the one. And they just know that all this has been growing pains. They know that they just need to stay patient and tolerant. And they, they need to, like, yeah, I just feel like, this is somebody who is, staying very patient and tolerant of you. Because some of you guys have been just going through a lot of growing pains, and it may not have been aware who the one was, but I'm getting there's something where you had a stark realization that's shifted your fundamental understanding of your reality with this person. Some of you guys realize that you and this person have been working on a legacy. You've been working on a mutual dream together, and a lot of you guys have just been growing through so much. You haven't really, like, you haven't really been clear on something. They know that you have had a lot of pain about something. They know that you have had a lot of struggles about something. So they've been very patient. They've been very patient with you. And they know that this is a lot of growing pains. Okay, they know that it's a lot. And some of you guys have been dealing with an energy vampire who has been obsessed with you. I'm getting somebody who keeps checking your tarot cards, or they stalk your social media account. They have a constant preoccupation with what you're doing, and it's just so many people who are just watching your home, watching you build your home, watching you live your life, and it's just draining so much. Like, it's draining you so much, and you have not been able to see things clearly because you've just had so many people. I'm hearing gangs of stalkers, of people who have been breaking your vision, breaking your life force energy, because they are like tethered to you in a secret obsession, and they know that you have been like really overwhelmed and consumed by the stalker. So they have not been, they have been by your side. Yeah, we have the 5th house. Yeah, they've definitely seen a lot of your romantic affairs. Yeah, 4th house, family and home. This is somebody who is a part of your ancestry. Yeah, they know that you've been in a spiritual warfare with this energy vampire, somebody who is just draining you spiritually, draining your vision. A lot of you guys are pioneers. You are doing and creating something, and have a passion for doing and creating something that has never been done before. And your home has never been done before. Your home is unique and individualized. And, this is somebody that you're definitely going to be, I'm hearing that you're going to be procreating. Every time I see this rider card, the thing that look like a small child, it feels like some of you guys, you will probably, or you already have had children with this person. But this relationship is a celebration of art and culture, and there's so much pleasure and the result of this creative act where you guys are actually having so much fun, engaging in your hobbies together. But they know that you've been dealing with this network through the 11th house that have been like obsessed with you, especially the professional ones, where it's more likely that there will be competition for work and rewards and recognition. And they see the activities that you've been taking up within these groups, and they know that like they've been protecting a lot of these activities and making it a part of your home and the home that they want to build with you. This person's intentions, they may share a network with you, but this person's intentions is to build a home with you. This person is in love with you, whoever this is. And they are super dedicated and loyal. And I think some of you guys have had some shifts most recently, and a lot of adjusting your like understanding of your relationship with this person, because some of you guys have not had faith because of this energy vampire or spiritual warfare, or you've just been so overwhelmed by all the pain and uphill battle that it has been to get to this point. Like, I know that you may have been questioning a lot of people's intentions because there are so many people watching your home and watching, I'm hearing people in a social group that's just like obsessed with your life. And, it's weird like that a lot of these people, they will even deny that they're obsessed, and they'll keep denying that they're obsessed, and they'll just keep watching you from fake social media accounts, trying to steal your home, trying to steal your creative act. And they're just watching you reach old age, and they're watching you build a final resting place in a domestic space. And there's so many people who have been trying to like test your faith that you can have this home. Okay, so somebody is, their intentions with you are definitely they're definitely looking like they want to give you a home or build a home with you. Okay, so that's really interesting, pal one, and beautiful. Okay, because this person, they see that you've been actualizing within, into your true self. But there's been people in these social groups and networks where you've gone to try to individuate yourself or become who you're meant to become, that have like attached onto you in these organizations and groups, and they literally like become draining so much. And they like, life can become dull and draining and fatiguing when you're met with the constant bullshit throughout these like networks and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of you guys, you just keep, you probably have a lot of affairs, you probably have a lot of romantic relationships, but there's always some type of issue that happens through the 11th house, where they destroy the foundation, or they destroy what you're building with someone. And this has really just been testing your faith, because you're just like, you're always forced to move on from a lot of romantic affairs or romantic partnerships. And it's without a doubt that you guys find pleasure within each other, but it is also like, the spiritual warfare is you know, preventing an alignment into like moving into the timeline where your grandest and fullest expression of yourself is actualized. I think, you know, what the challenge is, the spiritual warfare is, you know, these people who do not want you to actualize into the grandest and fullest expression of yourself. You know, and you guys have just been maybe spending a lot of time alone. We have the Hermit, we have the Star reverse, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. I know, like, for a lot of you guys, you may not, you know, with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, you know, I think that this person's intentions were good. And I'm not going to say that this is the end of the relationship, but I definitely feel like right now that you are in a separation from this person, or this person has just been struggling with the karmic challenge that has been making you lose your faith, or just in general, you've been struggling with the karmic challenge that has been making you lose your faith. It's like it makes you not want to, like, you guys have been through like many cycles in karmic loops where your home gets destroyed in a spiritual warfare because there's a group, organization, social club, professional collective, where, or friendships that, like, they might even gang up and try to take your home away from you, take your relationship away from you. Some of you guys may have even had children with these people, and they still, like, you may have had to get divorced, or the relationships just did not work out because you couldn't be your true self with someone. It's like something where your home was interfered, or you keep having this karmic challenge where you're you know, in your life, where your friendships, they become envious of your creative act and the pleasure that you get from your relationships and how they inspire your creative acts. And these really test your faith when they succeed in destroying your home. Like, it's strange that your romantic partners fall into some type of matrix illusion, you know, through the 11th house, right? Where you are having, you know, this beautiful home and pleasure and creative act with someone, and then it ends because there's someone who's not a star, or there's something that happens where they have a karmic challenge that they can't, like, overcome. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it makes you not believe in them. And I definitely feel like their intentions were good, but I don't think that this is something that actually works out anymore. Okay, tell me about the Star. What is actually going on with the Star? Yeah. The Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, I definitely feel like right now, the Star doesn't mean that all hope is gone. It definitely could just mean that, like, there's a lot of pessimism around this karmic challenge that somebody is having, or you are having. You know, this is just, it's all a reflection. So you two are going, you know, experiencing a karmic loop, karmic challenge, through the 4th house and 5th house and 11th house. Where you're, you know, you have a lot of growing pains, and this is why it's a karmic challenge. This is like, you know, past life issues, unconscious and subconscious behaviors that are on loop, okay, in your romantic relationship, in your, you know, friendships, and at home as well, okay. So, you know, some of you guys, you might be lacking faith, but I definitely think that this is a cycle of alone time, a cycle of deep introspection to pull something from your subconscious or unconscious mind, release some defense mechanisms that has been keeping you in a karmic challenge. Yeah, the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I'm getting a third party, you know, through the 11th house, betrayal, disconnection, separation, or heartbreak, where, you know, somebody, they had, like, it's like something where you'll have complete trust in them, and then a spiritual warfare with a group, club, or professional, you know, organization, like, will cause a separation, grief, or heartbreak. Like, they end up causing some type of loss, and this makes you lack faith. It's like something where you're lacking faith. And I definitely feel like this is somebody who, you know, they're definitely trying to hold on to what you have left with the 4 of Pentacles. They know that you guys have been getting ripped apart, you know, with a spiritual warfare, because this relationship and this home that you're building, this creative act that you're performing, these activities that you're taking up get attacked a lot. And a lot of people will want you to break up with this person. They do not want to see you guys together. And a lot of this critical analysis that has been getting done around this karmic challenge has really been illuminating some uncomfortable truths. And this has, this has really created a lot of, like, hardship in the relationship. Painful endings with people within these groups. I'm having a lot of professional relationships ending, a lot of relationships with groups ending, a lot of severances. And, they may have been a part of your foundation. They may have been a meeting place involved with these people. Like, there's meeting places that are ending. There are relationships that are ending. Even if you have children with them, there's co-parenting, transitioning into co-parenting. Someone may be going to prison. There's just a lot of endings around this situation before, I'm not going to say that this is the end of the relationship, because their intentions were definitely pure. Their intentions were definitely to share hobbies, activities, a home, and creative acts with you. But a lot of relationships and like, there's a lot of endings that are happening, not only for you, but this person, and within this network as well. There's a huge transformation and change happening, and this may leave you feeling pessimistic, like you have lost hope. But I definitely feel like this is simply a period where you need to release anxieties, because these anxieties with the Nine of Swords clarifying the Star, a lot of the times these are, I'm not going to say figments of your imagination, but they're, your mind can make things a lot worse, okay? So I think that this relationship is a situation where your faith is challenged, because it seems like this like, it feels like, despite the best intentions of wanting to build a home, having creative acts, and sharing, certain activities together, it is, it still was not strong enough roots to survive, a lot. And a lot of you guys, you have a lot of history with this person, physical structures with this person. I'm hearing something about you guys might even be on the main line with each other, or, on commercializations together and things like that. And there's been a spiritual warfare over this union and these kids. There's so many people who have been seeing your romantic affair and your happy family, and they have been wanting to rip you guys apart. Like, this is not a joke, but this is like real life attacks on your family. And this is a karmic challenge. This is ancestral patterning as well. And may even involve organizations, institutions, or structures that have been rigid, debilitating, and shrinking your faith within the situation. I definitely think right now this is a time, especially with all these different endings and people in the organization and groups and friendships that are getting left behind. This period is going to take you through a new balance, a new integration process, finding a new peace and balance. And, this, you will likely have to just hold tight, hold steadfast, while you wait for a lot more growth to be done, is what I'm hearing. But I definitely see that, like, right now, this, after all this challenges with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and some of you guys might even be experiencing reversals in life and having to crawl back and get back and heal deeper. This person, they definitely want to hold on to the power that they have within your life. But I think that after everything, it has just been it may be an ending, despite the best intentions, friends. So let me know how that resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your selection. So this pile is, what is their secret? Okay. What is their secret? You chose the skeleton hand. Let's get into it. What is this person's secret? Okay, this person's name. I'm hearing the first six letters of the alphabet. Okay. What is their secret? Pile 2. What's their secret, Pile 2? I'm getting there's something where this involved you know, something that may not have been totally rational. But this secret is definitely something that they keep hidden from you, but it might be something that's hidden from them, or something that they keep concealed from society. This is something where they may have been withdrawing from society because they have a deep shame about something. They feel like if this was revealed, this would get them this would get them, you know, rejected from society. Karmic loop. We have the letter C. Okay, so somebody's name can start with the letter C. Aquarius, LOL. Okay. And then we have fixed modalities, which is also Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus energy. Okay. So this is, you know, what is their secret? Some of them, someone is, you know, they're in a karmic loop with an ex-partner. And I think that this is their secret, is that they are not resolved from a past situation, some of them. But I also feel like for some of you, this person, this is someone who has been very victimized, okay? They've been in a karmic loop with something or someone. They've had a karmic challenge, and they're aware of it. They're aware that this is the challenge. They're aware that this is an issue, but this is a victimized person. They have become too passive, too yielding. They haven't been trusting the sacred flow, and this is why they keep doing the same things over and over again. This may even be somebody that you're married to, or you've been in a long-term relationship with. This might be your ex, or this might be your current partner, and their secret is that they have a karmic challenge, okay? So some of them, you know, their intentions were, you know, something where they're just, they're not being rational about something. They're being too emotionally overwhelmed by an ex, somebody that they're married to, someone that they previously worked with. So because of a past investment that they had, some of them are not using irrational behavior because they have feelings of nostalgia, or they have just been investing a lot. They're not, some of them are inept at doing something. They don't have the methodology or structure or plan to free themselves from some type of challenge. They're very victimized. Some of them also have a very low self-worth, and they have just been, their poor self-image keeps them in a karmic loop with someone who is a lust, or someone who is a rejection, okay? What is their secret? We have destiny. Interesting. What is their secret? Pal 2. What is their secret? Pal 2. Good fortune. Okay, great fortune. So I definitely think that you and this person have a destiny together. You guys have a great fortune together, and you know, whatever karmic loop they have is getting resolved. You know, I think that, like, it's not like, I think that this cycle that they're in right now with this karmic challenge is a cycle of just like going with the flow, right? You know, being victimized means that you don't trust the sacred flow, and that you don't have, like, you feel like you or this person may feel like you don't have any options around something, so you just keep doing the same thing you've always done, but that hasn't worked for you. And I feel like you fighting for your future and taking these destined steps is helping someone resolve a karmic loop challenge that they've been in, okay? This person, I'm getting that they're going to be giving you, in this cycle, they're going to be giving you a lot of gifts. You know, their secret is that they're really in sorrow. You know, they might smile for the camera and they might put up the illusion that their relationship is perfect or that their life is good. But this person has a lot of sorrows around this rejection wound from someone that they were with, this karmic that they were with. They're very insecure about a relationship where they were really rejected or abandoned, disappointed, or there was grief, loss associated with something. Their secret is that they're still not stable about this karmic, and they might get triggered. When they get triggered, they'll loop around again. So this is their secret. But I definitely feel like this relationship involves a great fortune and a good outcome. You and this person have a destiny together, a wealth together is what I'm hearing. Okay, a wealth together. So, you know, their secret is, you know, around something that you might even already know about. And then we have the stork, and then we have the ride or die, right? I'm hearing that somebody is truly the one. And this person, the stork, always reminds me of your family, your home, and ancestry. So this could be, you know, their secret is that their partner or this karmic, something is getting revealed, you know, around this karmic that has been causing them a lot of sorrow. Some truths that they're still needing to integrate and become stable around. The truth is they're still lacking closure. They're still in sorrows about this karmic that has, you know, has not been dedicated. Okay. Tell me more about, you know, what is this person's secret, pal? Their secret is that they're, you know, that they're in sorrows around all this sacrifice that they've had to make around, you know, to get free. I'm hearing something where you might have even helped them, you know, get free from a karmic loop. And I think that this person, they know that loving you is freedom, or that, you know, making more empowered decisions and trusting is freedom. I think that the best thing that you can do around this situation right now is sustain a project. Okay, sustain your dedication in this situation, because this is your family. You guys have an ancestry together. There's so much roots and foundations and karmic ties between you and this person as well. But this karmic loop with their ex, or something in their past that may even also be involving their ancestry and family, have been full of sorrow. I'm getting a situation that may have involved a lot of cameras, a lot of commercializations, a lot of public rewards and recognitions. But behind the scenes, there's a big change going on, and they will need to embrace this on their own time to free themselves from a karmic loop. This is a great fortune, without a doubt. Tell me more about this karmic loop, friend. What is their secret? Their secret is they know that they need to make a big sacrifice and have a great fortune with you. I'm hearing. Okay, have a great fortune with you. So, tell me about this karmic loop that's causing, you know, it might just be because they're in so much sorrow. You know, I think that they're just still not, you know, all the sacrifices that they've had to make to get free is what I'm hearing. All of the sacrifices. And it's just, they just realized that this has been a destined path, okay? This has been destined. And, you know, this person is like your family, okay? So them in a karmic loop, or, you know, it's not necessarily about romance. This is your family, or this is your home and, you know, security and fortune with someone. So this is a complicated relationship. It's multifaceted. And some of them dealing with the karmic challenge elsewhere is their past life, okay? It's the things that have shaped their soul and who they are today. And, you know, their sorrow too is a part of who they are, okay? So, Pow 2. Their secret, yeah. What did I say? I knew the Queen of Cups was going to come out. Their secret is that they have this karmic challenge with their ex, with their, you know, ex-wife, ex-husband. And they're super emotionally overwhelmed by this relationship and all of the sorrows that have been, that have come with it, okay? This person, they have had a great dedication in this relationship, but things have just not turned out the way that, you know, the things have not turned out how they thought that they would, okay? And they see that you have just been very clear and objective and very intelligent around this karmic loop with this person, and focusing on your project that you're working together, where there's a great fortune, focusing on your engagement with the outer world, and, you know, making sure you are a united front, because this relationship involves a lot of sacrifice to free themselves from a karmic, you know, this Queen of Cups in the reverse, who is just cold and will do anything, you know, they will do anything to get what they want out of this person, or to get this person's, like, something where they were motivated by this person's fortune, stars, fame, okay, rewards and recognition, being on camera and commercials. But really this person is not, like, they just, people will do anything, okay, to get free, honestly. But this person, they know that this relationship has to go. With the High Priestess, some of them, they really are dealing with something subconscious, that is, like, you know, making them ill-tempered, but they're definitely dedicated and standing up to the challenge. They're dealing with someone duplicitous, so this is subtle and hard to catch. Their behavior, this karmic, is subtle and hard to catch, how they have the tendency to emotionally overwhelm them, okay? But this person needs to understand that this was also a part of their destiny. This was also a part of the plan. And all of this investment that they made, and may have even had children, they'll have a lot of regrets and sorrow around a karmic challenge that they have from their past. This could be a relationship, mother of their children, father of their children, something that may involve their career. But really, you know, these have been lessons, major lessons of sacrifice for them to get free from this poor self-esteem that they've had, really poor self-image. And they have just been settling for this karmic that clearly is selfish and calculating, cold, and only looking for their personal gain, right? This person, the thing is, they may have moments of joy, and they may feel moments of, you know, bliss and domestic bliss, security. They may feel, you know, happy moments with someone, but then they will also show you non-acceptance, right? This karmic is also showing them non-acceptance. This karmic is also showing them, reflecting to them, pain and shame, sorrow, okay? A lack of, tell me more about this High Priestess, actually. Tell me more about this High Priestess. This person that's duplicitous, yeah, this is somebody that really got disillusioned. You know, their karmic has a secret, or this person is just not totally, you know, like I said, they're really not unconditionally loving, is what I'm hearing. And they're also getting left behind, getting caught for something in the Knight of Swords in the reverse. They're getting left behind, getting caught for something. Getting caught, they could be getting caught for a crime. Some of them could be getting caught. They just are not living up to expectations. And this person is not, like, they're not able to reconcile something with this person. They're not able to evolve. Whoever this person is, this karmic loop, the secret is that they're actually getting disillusioned by someone. And this is a process of what they thought was good, right? But it is not that great. This person is also, this karmic challenge is, it feels like a person, a secret around a person that has been duplicitous. Their name could start with the letter C, but it also could be that this person is secretly emotionally overwhelmed by this karmic and still have a lot of sorrows around that, right? And they're just still trying to temper everything. And I think that while this person gets their closure and shake their hands with this karmic, focus on your project that you're working on, because there's a great fortune here. This person, they realize that this person has not been their partner in crime. This person has not been their power duo. You know what I'm saying? This person is actually someone that is not that great, or they just feel like something is missing. With the High Priestess, they feel like something is missing. And a lot of times when you feel like something is missing, that means that, like, it could be like this person is still not integrated, like a shadow aspect with this karmic is still not integrated, right? And this person has just been like reconciling a lot of their varied emotions around this karmic that has caused a lot of sorrow, and learning not to let that emotionally overwhelm them and you, because a lot of this ruin happened before you even got there, before you even got in their life. You and this person coming into a great fortune together has been destiny. It was destined for you to disillusion this person who has been duplicitous, trying to get their attention for all the wrong reasons. This person has been desperate to get their attention, desperate to get them in a contract, get desperate to marry them, desperate to have kids with them, because they saw that this person was meant for the stars, or they saw that this person was getting rewards and recognition. And you know, they'll have to get that, like, they're getting emotionally balanced around, and they don't have hope in this person anymore, and they know that they're getting left behind. But this is like, this process of them getting left behind, especially if they're married or have contracts, is you have to be patient with this situation. This also requires their tempering, okay, around taking these destined steps. They're being guided to take destined steps. What's the advice with temperance, okay, with this karmic loop that they've been in with somebody who's really like just been causing them a lot of sorrow? Like, they're so unhappy that this person, like, that it was never enough. It felt like this relationship was never enough. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, what did I say? Coming out again. This person, they're filled with so much inner criticism and doubt after this relationship failed in their past. And this is the karmic challenge, is them having a strong enough self-esteem to try again, friends. And some of them have just been lacking that confidence within themselves to try again. Especially some of you, they see you as a level up. They see that you've come around and disillusioned what they've already had. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this could be a karmic loop of pride, a karmic loop of not wanting to admit that they were making a mistake, that the relationship is not actually happy and fulfilling and going well, and that this person was not loyal and not in love. And some of them, they already had a poor self-image, and they felt so lucky to may have had this person, or they felt like this person played a big role in them getting a great fortune. And that's why sometimes it's a karmic challenge. The karmic challenge is dealing with rejection issues. The karmic challenge is building up your self-esteem again, and feeling confident enough in yourself to try again after realizing that someone was duplicitous and not everything that they've ever wanted. That there wasn't fulfillment, that something was missing, okay? That, they weren't as great as they thought that they were, or that you come in and you've had more of an authority than this person, okay? Sometimes the karmic challenge is feelings of a past investment, or thinking that, oh my God, I've already had children with this person, I've already been married, all the fees and legal fees and fighting and, divvying up of assets and breaking off a contract and what else, like, just feeling like you invested so much in building up a fortune with someone just for it all to be not enough, right? Not to be emotionally satisfying, right? Just to be something that overwhelms them and stops them from being truly successful and reaching their intended target. But this person is definitely standing up to the challenge, and they're dedicated to succeed. And I see them succeeding, friends, because they're still getting their closure and peace, making their peace around someone who is getting left behind that caused them a lot of sorrow. It's like, it was super disappointing, but it was a major lesson learned. That's what I'm saying, pal, too. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Hi, pal 3. Welcome to your selection. So you chose the pumpkin. Happy Halloween. Let's get into it. So your mystery question is, what are they strategizing? So this could be an enemy. This could be a past lover. I'm hearing a past lover. I'm hearing Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Past lovers that didn't work out. I'm hearing some of these people, what they were strategizing was that some of them, they were trying to strategize a lack of closure from a previous partner. But some of them, they they end up playing themselves. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing something where they were playing a game and they end up playing themselves. They were, some of, you know, these are people who are exploring their options. These could be people who try to replace you. These are people that you left behind, okay? They're strategizing. I'm hearing, especially an ex-lover, I'm hearing something where they're strategizing a replacement for you. Something where they tried to replace you, okay? But then they just saw that you got even a bigger, I'm hearing something where they saw you get a bigger bag, bigger recognition, and they just look like a dude, look like a failure, you know, look like a lame, somebody that couldn't, you know, play their role. Okay, somebody's name starts with letter Q. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, what are they strategizing? Pile 3. Court. Yeah, this is somebody that you might be going to court with. Okay, somebody that you might have to sue. I'm hearing copyright infringement. This may deal with some type of publishing artwork is what I'm hearing. What is this person trying to strategize? Pile 3. What is this person trying to strategize? What is this person trying to strategize? This could be somebody who knows that you're building a case against them. Okay, this is someone who might be going to prison. What are they trying to strategize? Okay, book. And then we have a child. So this is somebody who has been fighting you since you were a child, and they know that you've been working on a book, or they know that you're writing something. Okay, some of you guys have been going to law school, or you read a lot of law books, legal doctrines. Okay, what are they strategizing? Pile 3. What are they strategizing? So I feel like this is something that you were previously oblivious to. This was a strategy that was not a part of your consciousness. Some of them are trying to steal your writing, or they're trying to beat you to writing a book, but I don't think that that's really a big issue, because some of you, they really just cannot. Your book is something so special. Whatever you're writing is so individualized to you. It's just not. It's not working out. Some of them don't even know how to write. I'm hearing they don't even know how to punctuate. They don't have a good vocabulary. They don't know how to write, child. Somebody's name starts with, you know, their name is Ashley or something like that. Girl, you don't know how to write. Just sit down. Somebody don't know how to write, okay? They're lacking literacy skills, and some of you guys are putting them under the jail or something like that. When you go to court or something like that, your defense is so motherfucking sewed up. These people are not making valid arguments whatsoever. Like, what they're trying to strategize is something that where you have to go to court. Or this is something where someone is stealing they're copywriting your writing, and you're going to be suing them in court. Like something, whoever this is that might be copywriting, or, you know, stealing creative ideas, money, affection, and other things that they lack. Because you have been a rich child is what I'm hearing. Something where you got rich young. Some of you guys are under the age of 40, and you've already made top 40 under 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all are also really, really successful people, okay? Highly endowed, well connected, really respected, and, you know, a lot of people are waiting on your book, okay? But something they're strategizing is something that you've been oblivious to, and that you've been growing an increased awareness and protective awareness around since you were a child. And it might involve crime, okay? Some of you guys are going to write a book around this, okay? You're going to write a book around this, and I think that, you know, they're trying to block your third eye chakra so that you don't have all the information that you need to write, okay? I'm getting that writing this book is actually going to prepare a defense doctrine, legal doctrine, okay, for you, okay? So let's see. I'm going to get prepared. Your book, just focus on telling a story, and you'll understand how to put this legal case together is what I'm hearing. The book is going to, like, how you write this book is going to put together a timeline of events. It's going to put together clues, pieces to a puzzle that might, you know, resolve a matter for you in court. That's what I'm hearing. Resolve a matter for you in court. We have behavior and interpretation. Okay. What is this person strategizing? Pile 3. You know, you have power couple is what I'm hearing. Okay, people are going to be very jealous of your power couple. Something where some of them, they might be trying to strategize and look like they're a power couple because they see that you are a power couple with somebody. So they're going to try to copy your power couple, or they're going to try to mimic a couple's account. Some of you guys are writing, you have a couple's poetry account with your spouse or something like that, and people have been really envious of how you guys write about each other. Okay, how you guys write about each other, how you guys express about each other, make music about each other, make art about each other. Okay, so I'm hearing there's something where people are, there's a lot of interpretation. I'm hearing a lot of misinterpretation. I don't know if this is going to relate so much as our previous channel messages, but I'm getting a particular message that just came out the blue. This situation, you know, especially with this behavior and interpretation, I'm getting that there's a lot of misinterpretation around your beauty, looks, and style. I don't know what people are interpreting, okay? Some of you guys, you might have to, this was a sexual harassment or assault, theft, because somebody was so triggered. I mean, someone was very triggered by your clean aesthetic, your soft life, or your beauty, looks, and style, okay? What are they strategizing? How so, you know, this person is really concerned with your goals. They're really concerned with the goal that you have around writing a book. This is somebody who has been stealing your intellectual property since you were a child. So they might be trying to steal your book, trying to steal your writing. Okay, is what I'm hearing. This could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So let's see. You're definitely going to be taking this person to court. We have fraud. Yeah, they're committing fraud. This copyright, they're committing crimes against you. So you're definitely going to be taking somebody to court. I'm hearing something where they violated you without a probable cause, or they see some of your possessions. This may have even be people who, like I was getting before, this can be involving a theft. These people were obsessed with the domestic space that you had. Yeah, energy vampire, that kind of piggybacks off of power one a little bit. And then we have body typing. Okay, so we have the third house on the bottom of the deck. Okay, yeah, you guys are definitely chasing a bag. So this situation could involve your work. This could be this person who is, you know, what they're strategizing is, it could be some type of body typing that they've been doing. But some of them are strategizing a conflict about body types. Okay. So there is a lot of, you know, there's been a lot of conflict with, you know, slim versus big, and plastic surgery versus natural, and skin colors and hair typing and all this other stuff, right? And this has been someone who saw your body type and they saw you as like a big teddy bear, or they saw you as, you look very comfortable, or you look, you know, they're obsessed with someone who is obsessed with your body. This could be a man who's obsessed with your body, but some of you guys are having to take someone to court that has, I mean, you're taking someone to court that has been obsessed with your body. They may have saw your body online, and they saw that you were working out or working on your body, and they were afraid of how your body turned out or something like that. Somebody was afraid of how your body would turn out, how your legs would look, or, you know, some of them, they were not expecting your body to turn out like this, because some of you guys had a very different form when you were a child. So these are people who may have slandered your body in a workplace. So some of you guys, this is a workplace slander and libel around your body type. Okay, this could be a past employer that has been unreasonable when they knew, some of them, they knew that you were building a case against slander and libel, and they know that you needed to like write this book to express more and find the verbal and written skills to get a consciousness, a basic grasp and comprehension around something that involved a violation in a workplace, or somebody saw that you had a that you were chasing a bag. Some of them, they saw that you were getting an inheritance and they wanted to disrupt this path. So some of them, they started stalking you when they saw that you were in a litigation, or they saw that you were about to win a case, and that you're like meant for a great reward and recognition, writing a book even, okay? Some of these people are getting busted for fraud. I'm hearing a company where you're going to find, like, this may have been a company that you worked for, or organization, company, professional network where you were slandered, and will be getting a bag in court for proving their unreasonable search or slander. These people may have started targeting you after you opened a litigation with them. I'm hearing something where they targeted your home, or they may have destroyed a home, because you spoke out about some body typing that happened when you were a child. I'm hearing your body wasn't fully developed, and now a lot of them have been watching your body develop over the years, and they were not expecting your body to look like this. Okay. You will be, I'm hearing something where a company is trying to strategize some fraud that they've been committing, okay, on their bottom line. And I'm also hearing their books. Check their, their general ledgers, check their books, how they've been washing money. I'm hearing something where they've been washing money laundering. And not only are you going to bust them for slander and libel, but I'm hearing that a lot of you guys are going to bust them for, for some type of fraud and corruption within the organization. And that's going to be real dangerous, friend. It's going to be real dangerous. The King of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's name is Karen, or their name starts with the letter R or N. Yeah, this person who is, they're really committing fraud with the King of Pentacles, right? I'm also getting that this is somebody here who may be involved in aesthetics, movement, modeling. This person they're really a fraud. They're not really inclusive. They're not diverse. They have been wanting to, I'm hearing something where they've been wanting to uphold a body type. Some of them, they're really envious and jealous of your booty, or they've been strategizing like some body typing that they've been doing towards you when you were a child, or they may have rejected you when you were a child, slandered you when you were a child, and then you guys got turned up. Okay. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. And then I'm hearing something where somebody doesn't have enough money because they're committing fraud or something like that. Okay. This person, they flee from the relationship a lot. Okay. This could be somebody that you're working with in court. This could be one of your allies, but I'm getting that some of these people, they have been playing both sides, because this is a matter that involves body typing. And I feel like a lot of you guys, this person has been inept at handling this matter in a professional way for others. This is like the King of Pentacles is someone who has this is like a failed businessman, okay? This person, they may have papers of yours. I'm hearing papers, documents, books of yours. They might have a journal of yours. I'm hearing something where you might even issue a warrant for their arrest, because some of them have been violating your physical property or your domestic space. They've been breaking and entering or something like that, searching through lockers, searching through, your cars, homes, breaking and entering or something like that, because they have been obsessed with your body. Okay, I know there was a lot, y'all, but I'm getting a couple different messages here. The first one is really that there's someone here that there may be a court matter that involves slander and libel, or it involves a fraud, fraudulent behavior, I'm hearing corruption, check insurances, insurance fraud is what I'm hearing. Somebody trying to cover up insurance fraud on their books and their general ledger. Okay. I'm also getting that this person, the reason why they have been fleeing is because they know that their organization has been committing fraud. And this is a situation that got way out of control. Some of them, they should have just gave you your severance, or they should have just settled out of court. But some of them, they started targeting you for a search and seizure, or they started to steal your creative acts, tried to replace you. Some of them were trying to kill you. They could have been. Or they just been an energy vampire on you, draining you for their psychic survival, because ultimately they know that you have the psychic advantage in court, okay, around this fraud that they've been committing. And they're so inept, they have not been able to resolve a fraud. They haven't been able to cover their books. They haven't been able to, and that also makes them inept in your relationship with you. They're not reaching their intended target, even if they did want to ally and be on your level. It's something where, they keep, they interpret your behavior in a certain type of way, especially if it involves a body type, something. They're really sensitive to your body type on display, because it disillusions so many people. And a lot of them, they may have even flee, where they might have been, they might have been on the jelly team before, they may have been on the slandering team before, they may have body typed you in the past, but they have just been, energy vampire, obsessed with you, in a constant preoccupation with you, trying and really obsessed with your body. And some of them, they keep jacking off to you. They're really obsessed with your body, especially the ones who body typed you and rejected you in the past. Their karma involves them not being able to distill a passion for you, okay? So it's like that body typing that they did that led to this targeting and court case. It's just like a lot of all this like crazy fraudulent behavior. You have just not had a awareness around it. You haven't had the verbal and written skills around it, because you were a child, and through many cycles, they have been draining you, but you have been getting the discernment and interpreting, their strategies a lot more, okay? This person is definitely trying to strategize some type of fraud, okay? Because they know that you're going to be taking them to court for body type. You might be taking them to court for slander and libel, but you might find some other fraudulent behavior that they've been doing, like searches and seizures, insurance fraud, or anything else that you can book their ass on. I'm hearing something where, you about to get their papers, and you about to get in their papers. Is what I'm hearing. You about to get in their books. Okay, tell me about this King of Pentacles. In the reverse, this person, yeah, the Fool, and in the upright position, and then the Ace of Cups. Yeah, they know that they're getting rejected, right? A lot of them, you might have found out that they were body typing. You might have found out that that they were, some of them, they tried to act like they were, that they were loving and caring and unconditional loving, but some of them, they were trying to body type you and compare you. I'm hearing something where they tried to compare you to a plastic surgery, and this person ended up getting disillusioned from when you were a child. Like your natural body carving out, like really showed everybody that you did not need a plastic surgery. And now whoever they thought was, some of them, they're strategizing, because they really saw you as ending up in the more favorable position than them. You end up being the one that everybody desires. You end up being the one that lives happily ever after. You end up being the one that has the spirit that they can't live without, right? So they're just sitting there as the King of Pentacles, stalking you as an energy vampire, not reaching the fully intended target, because they know that this, when all their strategies come to light, that you won't think that they're as good as, before. Like, you might have thought that this person was your wish fulfillment. You might have thought that they were this great person, but they really were like, they really were fraud. They really were slandering your body, or they really were, trying to get to a plastic surgery or something like that. And then when your body grew up or something like that, your form matured, or you might have even gone on a journey, a fitness journey. This other person that they body typed you against, ended up getting disillusioned, and it ended up being a rejection. And it ended up being relationships that didn't work out. So this was sad, friends. Like, I definitely feel like all this, like, it turned out like that they were really obsessed with your body since you were a child, and obsessed with the potential of your body, and it ended up disillusioning, everybody, and this ended up being a really painful situation. They may have even gotten out of control and started committing other crimes against you. And this was wild, friends. So what they're trying to strategize is, some body typing that they've been doing, that, you know, I'm hearing that it ultimately, you know, they ultimately know that you won't be receptive to that, or they ultimately know that you won't think that they're that great anymore, because some of them, they keep fleeing to other people to, like, validate their beauty and their body type, and some of them, they definitely see you as hotter than a lot of people. And so, like, a lot of people who are jealous of your body, they will try to body type you. Like, you know, it'd be wild when they start dissing. Like, it'd be wild because a lot of them, somebody's name is Helen. It'd be wild when they start dissing because it's clear that they're like fat, ugly, not really desired. Some of them, it was when you were a child and just like you were there. I'm hearing something where you may have been somewhere on a merit. You were writing, I'm hearing something where they saw that you were highly educated, writing a book, like exceptional intellect and writing skills, and you have been always there on a merit and not your body type. And some of you guys, you matured into your form, and now you have the merit and the body type, and they see you as a perfect 10 now. And so everything else gets disillusioned, and they know that, you know, all the strategizing that they've been doing behind the scenes was ultimately leading to their rejection. Okay, they felt they needed to flee other places to go soothe weaker and less fortunate people, or they may have been, over time, you know, slandering. They may have been the slanderer, and then over time, you know, you disillusioned them with like a new body or a better life, and they have just been like, but the gag is, Pal 3, is that they've been obsessed with you the whole time, right? They've been obsessed with your spirit, and now your body becoming fully embodied is their worst nightmare. That you didn't need plastic surgery, and that you something about light skin as well, something where someone may have chosen a lighter skin as well, and you are the ones that are, you know, going off and living the better life, living happily ever after. Some of them, they just became so obsessed with you. It's like they were body typing you and picking you apart when you were just there on a merit and just going about your life trying to write this book. And then they have just been in the background, like they rejected you and then became obsessed with you, is what I'm hearing. Oh my, like, ain't that strange? Like, that's the strangest and most surreal experience, is to be like rejected by someone and then getting like, and then end up like becoming obsessed and getting disillusioned with what you thought was better. Now that's a big shit in her face, Pal 3. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Hi, Pal 4. You chose the casket. Okay, so let's open up and get your mystery question. Who is haunted by you? Dun dun dun. The person, hence the casket, the person who is haunted by you is the person who you put in a casket. I'm hearing something where I'm hearing that this may be a lot of men who thought that they were one-upping you, or they thought that they were, I'm hearing something where they might have started doing something shady or strategic, and you ended up like putting them in the grave. I'm hearing something where you ended up giving them a taste of their own medicine, or they really met their match, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing something, especially if you're here from Pal 3. Some of them, they started to diss, or they interpreted your behavior in a certain type of way that that made them like, that was totally a misperception, miscommunication. And a lot of them, they feel like something that you done, it's like when you left them, you put them in a casket by not only disillusioning them, but also like making them realize, making them feel like an idiot. I'm hearing that when you make them, like, you left them, I'm hearing like they might have left you for dead, but then that you showed them something, or you surprised them or shocked them with something that returned the blow. I'm hearing something where you may have returned a blow, or the way that you said bye. I'm hearing something about the way that you said bye left them for dead. Okay, left them for dead. Okay, so the way that you said bye, friend, you showed them, I'm hearing something where you showed them you had a degree, you showed them your home, or you showed them that you were undercover about something, you revealed something, you know, where previously they were like, it's like you may have been testing them to see if their perception would be skewed around something, and they proved you right, is what I'm hearing. Who is haunted by you? Yeah, this is somebody that was fake. They were, I'm hearing something where they saw you and you were just being your true self. I'm hearing something where you were just being your true self, and they were reflecting back to you what they thought that, thought you liked, okay? I'm hearing that these relationships are shadow selves, shadow mirrors, right? So they reflect back to you, you know, you reflect back to them shadow aspects that they don't want to acknowledge. So you make them uncomfortable. It's not necessary. It's not your fault that you are the way that you are. It's quite literally they're fake to begin with. They're not really these enlightened, benevolent, kind people. And so when you show them your true self, you show them that you were just being your true self. It reflect back to them a shadow aspect that made them uncomfortable, and they may have taken a behavior or done something calloused to try to, like, I don't know, try to hurt you back or try to do something shady or something like that. And then you end up like, it's the way that you said bye, or the way that you show people that you are who you say you are. And they end up getting haunted when they because they end up getting haunted because they know that you find out who they truly are. Like, it's like you find out who they truly are. I'm hearing men are haunted, right? Because I'm getting that they want to leave you as they want to leave you as a victim. They want to hurt you. They want to, I'm hearing some of them, they want to leave you without closure. They want to harm you in some type of way. These are very dangerous men. They may even ghost you, or they may leave without explanation. Or there's like, it's like, no, they leave you without really being able to interpret their behavior. Maybe they leave you without many clues, and then you show them that you're the high priestess or something like that. Or the way that you leave them, it's like, or something where you're not actually left a victim. It's like the reason why they're haunted by you is because you're actually, you don't let yourself become a victim. You don't blame them or yourself. It's honestly, it's a matter of circumstance and timing. These people coming to this situation, it couldn't have happened any other way. They were projecting their shadow selves onto you and became uncomfortable with your true expression of yourself and fullest expression of yourself. I'm hearing a Leo, a Pisces. I'm getting that these people, they really were bothered by you being your true self. They really were bothered by, I'm hearing your degree or something like that, or they were bothered by something that they perceived within you that was making them uncomfortable, but it really reflected back to them where they were not truly authentically in power, or they were not their true selves. And so their rejection was really them rejecting a part of themselves. And they may have they do something, I'm hearing something where they do something to try to leave you as a victim. They try to leave you without the things that you need, or they try to leave with a secret, okay? They try to leave with a secret. Okay. Who's haunted by you and why? Okay. I'm hearing that this is somebody that you may have been a ride or die for, or you guys may have had you may have supported each other a lot in the past, but then they know that when they pull their support away from you, that they'll leave you like vulnerable as a victim without many options. They wanted to leave you without many options, okay? Or without explanation, and to not have closure about something is what I'm hearing. They didn't want you to have closure around something. They've never really expressed their issues is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that they keep their issues very silent and coveted. And so they just get angered secretly by your behavior or something like that. We have occupation. Yeah, some of them, they've just been, it's your occupation, honey. And they're also just very discouraged and troubled people. So especially if you guys are spicy accountants and things of that nature, if you do anything sexualized or taboo as an occupation, or it requires you to be away, it requires you to work, it requires, somebody is really struggling with you being away, and they knew, some of them, they may have even forced you to quit your job and then left you for dead is what I'm hearing. They wanted you to quit your job and then left you for dead is what I'm hearing. Or they did something at your place of work to stop you from having, I'm hearing people at your job may have been haunted by you too. If this is not a romantic situation, I'm hearing a job that you left, people were very haunted by you working and being your true self. I'm hearing something where they saw your light face, your light complexion or skin, or you were just glowing or something like that. They saw you glowing. And then they wanted to leave you without employment, leave you without money, leave you without home or the things that you needed. because they knew that all this working on your occupation would, like, you know, leave you, would like make you successful, or you might not always, like, you might be moving on from them. You know, a lot of them were just afraid that you would leave anyway, so they found a reason to leave. We have the cat. So some of these people, you know, this person who is haunted by you, it's because you guys work and you're so cold. I'm not gonna say you're cold, but you're very detached and independent. A lot of romantic partners will struggle with this, but I'm also getting that at work, you're not the type of person that starts clicking up, gets catty, starts telling all your business. Some of you guys, a lot of you guys are very private at work, and you know, people misperceive your detachment and independence and working. It's like, how can you, like, I just don't understand how you can feel comfortable making these kind of sweeping generalizations. Like, some of these people are literally just idiots, and I'm so sick and tired of dealing with idiots, y'all. Like, it's just been so much, right? You know, some of these people the people who are haunted by you, we have, you know, whipped, are people who are watching you they're watching you get married. Okay, I'm hearing something where you are so whipped, you whipping somebody so hard now is what I'm hearing. You know, and they, you know, it's like, you know, even if they get mad about your occupation and your independence, they know, some of them, they know that all of this will be resolved with a contract, with marriage, and they know that, you know, this contract of marriage is going to keep you put, or something like that, going to keep you put, because they're so afraid that you're going to leave with this, you know, occupation and this sexy siren, you know, detached energy that you have, lol. They know a lot of people are attracted to you. You know, the people who are haunted by you are the people who left the relationship and they could not collaborate. Some of them may have even offered you marriage and then fell through on it. And now they're seeing your marriage working out. They're seeing somebody so whipped. They see that you did not leave yourself a victim. The place where they wanted to leave you troubled like them, they wanted to cause you sorrow. Okay, these are, now they're haunted because they're watching you, like, they're watching you be successful, have a successful relationship. They're watching you move on with your life, okay? And they saw that, like, they're haunted by you because they wanted to leave you a victim, but you were just so cold and detached and independent, and you just, I'm hearing you bounced back and leveled up, and they thought that they were going to be taking something. I'm hearing something where they wanted to hurt your career. They wanted to hurt your occupation because they were just so mentally ill around you being away, having separation anxiety, not being able to have trust in a relationship. They were so paranoid when you're at work. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, you know, they took your occupation involves you taking a lot of risk, or it involves you assessing danger. This person, I'm hearing that, you know, they ended the relationship because of your occupation, and you know, they just were in too much sorrow to handle your occupation and the risk and danger and the attention that it gets. And you know, they just, I don't know if they intended on leaving you a victim, but it was definitely something where they knew that, you know, they were breaking a promise, breaking a contract, doing something to leave you on the short end. And now they see that you did not get discouraged and troubled, that you bounced back, and that you found somebody who's whipped and that's gonna marry you, and that's not gonna have a, like, that they know that this contract and commitment, and that you uphold your role. Like, they know that, like, they were so irrational. I'm hearing something where they were just so irrational about your occupation, and it's like, you can simply resolve that. Like, you can resolve that by, you know, putting a contract in place. If you're so afraid of me leaving and going, you know, coming and going, then put a contract in place so that, you know, I have more, you know, liability if I don't uphold it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why people really are, like, that's the real reason why people get married, is so they know that, like, if you don't uphold this contract in this partnership where we're working on career and finances and home and family and ancestry together, then there will be consequences for that. People definitely do need consequences for straying away from a contract or their intentions and promises that they made, right? So, but I definitely feel like they're haunted because they thought that you would be left a victim. Whatever their intentions were, you know, it didn't matter. It didn't work out that way, right? And then a lot of them, they saw you run into, you know, they saw you run into some unexpected money, and they saw you discern them as a fraud, right? Just discern them as a fraud, that they were pseudo selves, not their true selves. Okay. Who is haunted by you? Aries. Somebody's name is Josh, or their name starts with letter A. Their name, I'm hearing somebody's name could be Alan. We have Pluto. Yeah, this person wanted to, I'm hearing that this was a big situation where you needed to redeem and come out stronger. You could have been left a victim, but they saw you pull on your power, your sense of power, because something in this relationship with them was hidden. Okay, it was hidden. And you were divinely protected from this person. They were aggressive. I'm hearing something where they grew aggressive because your occupation involves you, maybe your sex desire, a risk or danger. Or they were very offended by your assertions. They were very offended by your leadership role. And they couldn't handle you being this leader. I'm hearing something where they grew aggressive at your leadership role or your occupation. They hated to see you with something to do is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing something. It's because I don't know, something where you may have found this person. This person who's haunted by you, they're in so much sorrow after leaving. I'm hearing something where they're distraught after you left. You know, after they, it's like something where they let you go. I'm hearing something where they let a contract go, or they knew that, you know, them pulling their support away from you would embarrass you, that it would leave you a victim, that it would leave you without many options, and you were they realized that you were divinely protected, and you ultimately end up coming out strong. I'm hearing right after I'm hearing something where they gave you a callous rejection, they did something calloused, or they were arrogant about a rejection or something like that, but really it was them becoming aggressive at your life and happiness outside of them. They wanted you to be, you know, they wanted to have control over you. And when they realized that you had a career, that you were building your own money, that you were not subject to their coercive behaviors and narcissism, they got angry and may have left you a victim. But they then see that you were divinely protected. Some of you guys ran into a new opportunity right away. Or there were like, I'm hearing you had hitters in the jungle that were protecting you. I'm hearing that they saw that people started protecting you from their aggression, or they started protecting you from their copywriting and stealing. They saw that you had somebody whipped and that they were in love with you, and that you're getting new offers, right? We have fire element. Yeah, this person was, I'm hearing something where they were very ignorant. Especially whoever was body typing, they were ignorant about your body typing you, or they wanted to help you. They wanted to hurt your self-confidence. And now, like, you know, some of them, they watch your body, you know, they saw your body performing, or they saw your body started outperforming them. You started doing better than them. You look better than whoever they chose, or you just were not left a victim from their aggression and violence. Because, like, they were so, I don't know, irrational and excessively angry about something. Here with the fire element, there was like Aries energy as well. There was just like so much of this person's, like, they were just like, I don't know, they were like excessively angry about your occupation and your leadership position and your independence and detachment. Some of you guys, you definitely have like a sense of duty. So I don't think this person was totally, like, they were ignorant. Like, there was a lot of darkness around whatever they were projecting. They were totally in the dark. So whatever they did was negative. And I'm hearing that you left them in the dark, is what I'm hearing. You left them in the dark and ran into a new opportunity. Like, they realized that you were divinely protected because they was in the background projecting and conflicting, and, you know, they just watched you overcome what they tried to. I'm hearing something where they literally tried to destroy your occupation. They tried to destroy your career, and then they saw that you were protected. Your career was protected, okay? Because people saw you as vital, okay? They saw you as an essential worker, or they saw your role as necessary, and they saw that you had a sense of duty. And these people who are protecting your occupation or protecting your work and legacy now, they definitely have, you know, a desire for sex with you, but they also see your work as essential. They really value your contributions. And they have been protecting you from these people who have been trying to destroy you. I'm hearing they've been very terroristic. And a lot of their behavior has been hidden, subversive. Okay. Who was this person that was haunted by you? Some of these people, you might have even had to fight them. Okay. But a lot of these people, they wanted to conceal, you know, the darkness that overcame them, okay? So, some of you guys, you just something where you did something and you ended their career. It's like something where you return the blow. Their career is over now, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Because they were so obsessed with trying to destroy your occupation. They were so upset because they knew that you would be the leadership. Okay. And there's so many people who keep enforcing your role and position and seeing your position as essential and irreplaceable. Okay. And they're the ones that's getting fired. Okay. The Six of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, really imbalanced relationship. Two of Wands, not moving forward. Yeah, this person, Temperance. Yeah, I'm hearing there's something where this person, the Chariot in the reverse, their anger and frustration got out of control. They were angry irrationally. Whoever this was, this relationship was so imbalanced. They really had a big problem with the power dynamics in your relationship. And you could not move forward with this person. Like, I know that you may have been, this person is I'm hearing they're in the ghost land, or they're just in the drift. And, this is just, I'm hearing something, this is somebody that you might have had to, like, go to war with them. Okay? Tell me about the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay? An imbalanced relationship. Okay. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. This is somebody where you lost, their role is shrinking in your life. Okay. I'm also getting that these are a lot of competitors who they get outshined by you in the market. They're in this competition with you as well. But I'm also getting, like, for most of you though, this is like a relationship. It could have been a romantic partner where you've really lost a Virgo or a Scorpio is what I'm hearing. They really felt like you were a 10 out of 10, but they had such a problem with your leadership position and grew so aggressive at you being assertive and, having a sense of duty. Like, this was really a power struggle. Like, I really don't understand power struggles, because when you're in a relationship with somebody, or collaboration, every role is important and everybody has a role to play. And so you could not move forward with this person, and it might have even turned it into a competition where they lost the competition. They were the ones that didn't get protected. Okay. They're the ones getting destroyed. They're the ones losing the security, losing power. Okay. Five of Cups. Yeah, they're trying to recover from, a loss and things like that. And I feel like some of you guys, these people still have a passion burning for you with the King of Wands, and some of them, you still collaborate with this person in an energetic way, but I feel like in the material realm, there's absolutely no collaboration. Some of them, they wanted to take your wealth, or they wanted to take, the home that they built with you, structures that they built with you, and turn it into a competition for your life and artwork. Some of them, they tried to act like they were desiring other people. When they really see you as a 10 out of 10, they really are not desiring anyone. The reason why they are haunted by you is because they're lacking sex and desire, and they see that you're out having a lot of sex and desire. You have somebody whipped. A lot of people, you might have a lot of different options, and they really want a new opportunity with you, but you're not really sure if you want to move forward after they kind of like left you for dead, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing something where somebody left you for dead, or they grew too aggressive. They let their anger and frustration about your occupation and leadership position get out of control. And so you guys have had to sever ties. They may have fired you to try to stop you from having this occupation, or they tried to stop you from being desired and stuff like that. They really wanted to stop your bag, friend. They were like, especially if this was a lover, they wanted to stop your bag and to stop you from being desired, to stop you from having a leadership position. I think this was them wanting to be, a part of this. The light aspect of it was that they were really, you really were a vital role in their life, and they feel such a loss of abundance and wealth without you being there. But they got out of control, and they couldn't prioritize effectively. They couldn't plan for the future because they were just getting stuck about the power dynamic. Instead of focusing on how you both mutually benefit, they became angry, violent, and aggressive. And so they just left. I'm hearing something where the relationship just ended. You lost security within each other's lives because they were just so, like, I don't know, they were so angry and aggressive. Like, they would rather leave you as a victim, and them also as a victim. I'm hearing your role is vital and essential to them. And they would rather just, like, suffer and, like, lose wealth and security than to have a harmonious relationship where they admit the fact that they need you, where they admit the fact, where they collaborate in a healthy way. They were just so incapable. And if these are not romantic partners, these are definitely competitors in the market that shrink next to you. I'm hearing so many people have been attacking your wealth and have been in a a full-fledged secret competition, full-fledged competition, feeling like they need to compete for your life or compete for authority within the market when they're just not they're not respected. And they're seeing, a lot of them are now seeing that those were foolish and naive risk, because you have been protected through all of their competition and anger and violence and aggression. And now they're seeing all of the people, your family, I'm hearing they're seeing your family get information. They're seeing your family line up to protect you, to invest in you, to, honor you and uphold you. I'm hearing you're the ones that are getting upheld in the press, and they're seeing a new financial opportunity, and they're seeing that you really did just come out stronger, and that their roles don't matter anymore. And now they wish, a lot of them are just having to adjust to you being in a market, or they will just not have an abundant life anymore after being committed to this anger and violence and aggression, and trying to make you a victim in a situation. They wanted your career and life to be over, and that's the truth, Fran. And the people who had these ill intentions, you're getting the higher truth around it, and getting your closure and moving on with your lives, and getting a new financial opportunity, heading for the stars is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you got a new romantic partner that's whipped. You guys are very passionate about each other, and people see you as vital, and they don't see their role as essential. They don't have a secure position, and a lot of them, they wanted to keep this hidden, but a lot of this has been exposed, and they're just sitting there haunted now. Oh my gosh, the people who were in competition are the ones that are haunted, because they were not protected and they were not upheld in the press, or these lovers who grew aggressive at your leadership and occupation. That's what I'm saying, Power 4. Let me know how that resonates, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.